What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Theta, but before we get started, if you're not a member of the free Discord, please click the link in the description box below and get started with the free Discord. And without further ado, we'll get straight into today's video. Alright, so Theta on the daily candlesticks, and the first thing I want to point out to you guys today is this horizontal channel on Theta. So as you can see, Theta has been moving sideways inside of this horizontal channel, and basically what we want to see here is a bullish break of this channel. I do think we will see this very soon. We did break bullish out of this falling wedge pattern right here, as you can see. We have this big falling wedge. We broke bullish out of that pattern, retested support, started to break out again, hit resistance, came back down to support, and now I think we will break bullish out of this horizontal channel, just like how we broke bullish right here out of this falling wedge pattern. Also, this is very oversold down here. We're on the daily, so you really can't see it. It's somewhere in the middle right now. At least it was oversold over here on the MACD. But in the bigger time frames, we are very oversold here on Theta with the MACD and the RSI. And also, this is a complete market cycle as well. So you can see here, we have our first sell-off pattern. We have a pump all the way up here to about $3.60. Then we come all the way back down to $1 here on Theta. So that's a complete cycle here on the daily time frame on Theta. Now, what I want to see here, again, is a bullish break out of that horizontal channel, but also preparation for wave 3. So basically what this means when I say we have a complete market cycle is that we completed a full Elliott wave sequence. In other words, we have 5 waves up here and an ABC correction back down. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up. Then we have our ABC correction down. Wave A, wave B, and wave C. So that's a complete Elliott wave cycle, and what I want to see here is wave 3 to start for Theta. So we have wave 1, you can see all the subwaves we just counted for wave 1, in other words, the waves inside of wave 1, and now what we want to see here is wave 3 breaking out on Theta. I do think this will happen very soon. We're on major support. We're very oversold, like I said, on bigger time frames. Those horizontal consolidation patterns, those horizontal channels that we were just looking at on the smaller time frame, a lot of times those horizontal channels do break bullish because basically what it signifies is that the market is moving in a low volatility range, and when you break bullish out of that range, money starts to come back into the market very quickly. So yeah, those consolidation channels and those horizontal channels like that, a lot of time it shows that the market is preparing for a breakout because price won't break below a certain level. It's moving sideways inside of a low volatility range, and it's getting ready for a big breakout. So I do like that a lot here with Theta. I like this horizontal channel. I like this Elliott wave structure. I like the breakout of the falling wedge. I like the horizontal channel. All of these things I really like here with Theta. I also like how oversold we are. Like I was mentioning earlier, we're very oversold here on Theta. If we go out to a bigger time frame, it becomes very evident that this is the case. For example, let's go over to maybe like the weekly time frame and check out Theta here. Yeah, so you can see on the MACD we're oversold on the weekly, and on the RSI we're oversold as well. So let's pull up the RSI here, and you'll see how oversold we really are. See how oversold we are on the RSI? It's a very good sign that this market is undervalued and that it's getting ready for a big reversal. So I really like how oversold we are on the weekly time frame with the RSI and the MACD. So the other thing I want to point out here with Theta is just how oversold we are on the bigger time frame. So we're on the weekly here, but if you zoom out even a little bit further here, to like the 1 month time frame, and we're not looking at the actual indicator to see how oversold we are, but now we're just looking purely at price. So from a price perspective, we have consistent volume all through this entire period here, yet we are very, very undervalued in relation to our old all-time high. So our old all-time high is up here at about $15, and down here, we're only worth $1. So you can see how undervalued this market is, how oversold it is in relation to its previous old all-time high. Now, what I do think Theta is about to do here is a lot like what happened to Ethereum back in the day. So I'm going to pull up that chart so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about here. So here's Ethereum over here on the right. We'll just zoom out a little bit further so it looks more clear on the chart. And then we'll pull this down so there's no MACD on the chart. All right, so Ethereum over here on the right and Theta over here on the left. You can see how shockingly similar these two cycles really are. There's a lot of similarity between Theta right now and Ethereum back in the day. What does that mean for us? Well, that basically means that Theta is set up a lot like buying Ethereum before we broke out in 2020. So in 2020 and 2021, Ethereum really started to break out and go crazy. And Theta right now is exactly the same setup. It's super undervalued, same ABC correction, same market structure. Everything about this chart is exactly like Ethereum back in the day. So what we want to see here with Theta is for a breakout of resistance, for a breakout of that horizontal consolidation range, and for us to really start to take off a lot like Ethereum did in late 2020 and 2021. So that's what I expect to have happen here with Theta, and I think it's going to be super profitable. I believe we will break above the old all-time high, and we will really take off here on Theta. And because of that, I think we're super undervalued down here at $1.19. I think a lot of people are overlooking this coin. They're looking at other coins, and they're not paying attention to the opportunity here on Theta. So what this could look like, it could look very parabolic because the way crypto works, we have these cycles that pump super hard, then these big pullbacks afterwards, these big corrections that come afterwards, and then the market feels dead, feels like nothing's going to happen. A lot of people give up because the market hasn't pumped for a year or two. And then basically what happens is you get these big vertical breakouts where the market just completely moons, breaks above the old all-time high, and skyrockets. And you can see this over and over again in crypto. A great example of this is actually Dogecoin. If you look at the Dogecoin chart, this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about here. The way crypto works, we have these big pumps where a lot of people get really excited, then these big corrections where basically everybody sells, everybody gets scared, they give up on the market. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this huge green candle happens and the price shoots right up through the old all-time high and it just goes vertical. This is the way crypto moves. We have these big cycles, big corrections, people give up, they think it's dead, and then all of a sudden, you get this big vertical pump that breaks above the old all-time high and makes you a bunch of money. So that's what I do think is coming here with Theta. I think we will see this on Theta, and I think we're going to be a lot higher than the old all-time high. So down here at $1 is basically a steal for Theta. So yeah, watch for something like that in the bigger time frame. Watch for big green candles coming soon. That could all happen this year. Maybe not breaking above the old all-time high, but the beginning of this green candle starting could happen this year. And then I do think by next year, we will be breaking above the old all-time high and really going parabolic here with Theta. So I'm super excited about this coin. I think there's a lot of opportunity here, a lot of money to be made in this market. All you got to do is pick it up down here while it's dirt cheap, when it's super undervalued, and prepare for a big pump coming in this market. So that's my view on Theta. I see big things coming. I've seen these cycles before, super undervalued down here, and I think we will see a big moon for Theta. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video. I love and appreciate every single one of you. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and share it with your friends. And I look forward to seeing you guys in future videos. As always, stay profitable out there.